Hello everyone, the story I'm going to share today is the consequences of disregarding God's warning. At a time when the Liao Dynasty was about to be destroyed by the Jin people, there was a scholar who lived in a city within the territory of the Liao. Although the scholar didn't do any extraordinarily good deeds, he expressed his heart in a sincere belief in God and Buddha. He prayed in front of his Buddha statue every day. He not only set up a special room for his Buddha statue, but he also regularly burned incense in the temple to show his respect. One day, while going to the temple as usual, he noticed that one guardian statue had water droplets on it, just like a person's sweat. He continued seeing this for a few days consecutively. He was terrified and did not understand his phenomenon, but it made him pray to the Buddha even more sincerely. One night, the guardian came to him in his dream and told him, "The Liao Dynasty will end. Heaven will let the Jin people destroy it. The ending of Liao and beginning of Jin has been arranged by heaven, and it cannot be changed. Tomorrow, Jin soldiers will come, and most of the people living in this city will be killed. You would have been one of them, but because your heart is sincere in your belief in Buddha, I have been very busy traveling to help you escape this disaster. The water you saw on my statue was my sweat. No, my efforts have not been in vain. The God who arranged the disaster has finally agreed to give you the opportunity to escape. Now, I'm telling you, tomorrow morning, as soon as the gate of the city opens, you should immediately walk toward the east gate and find a place to hide outside the city. Do not return until the following day. While walking out of the city, never turn back, and do not be attached to money or treasure. Do not follow anyone else, no matter who they are. This is the only way for you to escape from this disaster. Keep this in mind. Do not forget my instructions." The next day, the scholar woke up, took some food and clothes, and hastily walked toward East Gate. As he was walking about halfway along, he thought of the treasure passed down from his ancestors that is placed openly in his room, that he also became afraid it would be taken away by the Jin soldiers. He forgot what the guardian told him and returned home to hide his treasure. When the scholar walked out of his room, he met his friend Jia, who stopped him and said, "Do not go, do not go. I have been looking for you so that we may have a party in my home." The scholar told all about the guardian told him, but his friend burst into laughter and said, "You're being silly. That was just a dream. Why do you take it so seriously? You're just scaring yourself. Look, the city wall is solid. There was also monitoring towers, both on the walls and far away. We also have beacon towers. As soon as the Jin soldiers appear, our guards would immediately light a fire to inform our city. The gate is tightly closed, and we could stay inside, waiting for soldiers to help. In addition, if there is a wall, we should have heard about it beforehand. Now, everywhere looks peaceful. Where are the Jin soldiers? Quickly, come to have a party with us." The scholar thought his friend Jia was right. The dream might not be true enough, so he followed his friend to have a party. The party was extravagant, and everyone was overjoyed while drinking and eating. The scholar's friend also teased him about the dream, which made all of the dinner guests laugh out louder. They hadn't even stopped laughing before they heard the sound of killing and shouting from outside. The Jin soldiers had surreptitiously entered the city by concealing their tracks so well that even the Liao soldiers on patrol did not notice them. As a result, The Jin soldiers were able to launch a surprise attack. The Liao soldiers who defend the city had no time to shut the gate. And as soon as the Jin soldiers entered the city, massive killing began. The scholar and the guests were all killed. This story then spread far and wide, and whoever heard it sighed for two reasons. One reason is because they realized that the changes of each dynasty were arranged by heaven. Another reason is that the scholar should have escaped disaster. But he didn't, because he didn't listen to God's warning. Thank you very much for listening to the story. More touching stories will be ready for you if you just subscribe. Thank you again.